thing. You can't have, oh shit. Give me my soup. Give me my soup. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and in this video, we're going to be talking about some prison urban legends. Now, if you're wondering what a prison urban legend might be, let me go ahead and try to explain it to you the best way I can figure to do so. These are things that you'll hear about while locked up. Maybe it's an old head who tells you these things during the first time that you ever step foot inside of a cell block or housing unit, like, hey, young blood, you might not want to do that right there. You might not want to do that right there. Really? And why not? I'm telling you, young blood, if you do that right there, you don't want to know what's going to happen to you. So these prison urban legends that I'm going to be telling you about are definitely things that I heard firsthand straight from the horse's mouth from the old heads that I was locked up with when I first began to serve time. And some of these things may sound absolutely crazy, maybe even preposterous. Some of these things I can guarantee that you have never before heard ever until here now on After Prison Show. So with all of that being mentioned, what do you say we just go ahead and dive, head first into this video. Damn, that looked like it hurt. You really gotta try and be more careful. This first urban legend that I want to tell you about, I can almost guarantee there are a lot of you out there who have never heard this before. And this one is pretty damn crazy. Don't write your name anywhere inside of a jail or prison. And what I mean by anywhere is on a wall, a bunk, a door, any surface where you could scratch or carve your name into it. Do not ever do that. Do not get underneath that bunk or on that door or on that wall like, where are the guards are gone? Look at that masterpiece. Now, first of all, I know there's probably a lot of you out there who may be wondering, but Joe, why would anyone want to write their names on a door, a bunk, or a wall while locked up? And you know, that's a really good question. Maybe it's so guys can mark their territory. Maybe it's so they could let other prisoners know that Peaches was here. Maybe it's just an attempt for prisoners to continue breaking the rules, defacing the walls or the bunks or the doors of a jail or prison, just in an effort to continue to be so rebellious while serving time. And if you're wondering to yourself as to whether or not I did this myself, I did. When I was younger, I most certainly did. I would write on any kind of a surface, wall, door, or bunk that I could, scratching or carving into those surfaces, Joe was here! Just to let anybody know who might see that in the future, that I, in fact, was actually there. And another interesting tidbit to throw into this as to why guys might actually do these things is because in a lot of cases, and I myself did this as well, when writing their names on those surfaces, not only would they put Joe was here, we'd actually put the dates from such and such date to such and such dates that we actually were there. Now, the reason not to write your name anywhere on the walls or anything else while locked up is a prison urban legend is because as followed, and just as an old head told me one time while I was locked up. Hey, young blood, you don't want to write your name on that wall right there. You don't want to do that. What you mean, old head? What you mean? I'm telling you, young blood, you write your name on that door right there. You keep on writing your name on that door right there. You gonna come back and see it someday. You gonna come back to this same cell block. Watch what I tell you. You gonna come back to this same cell block and you gonna see your name still written on that door. The prison urban legend goes as follows. If you do write your name on any door, wall, or bunk while locked up or any other surface whatsoever, you are guaranteed to get locked back up again to come back to see that same name that you wrote wherever you did so. And you know, from my own personal experience, I don't know how true this really is. I can tell you though, yes, I did write my name on doors and walls and bunks all over everywhere that I was locked up at. And I most certainly did, after being released, end up getting locked back up again. And though I am not 100% sure about this, I can almost guarantee that when getting locked back up again, I ended up at least one time in the same exact cell block or housing unit that I had once been locked up in before. And if I did ever end up being locked up again in the same cell block where I had probably scratched or carved my name somewhere in there, I can't honestly remember a time where I actually went back to that same place and still saw my name carved on that wall, bunk, or door. But regardless, writing your names on the walls of anywhere that you're locked up and then getting locked back up again to see that name still written there is one of the biggest prison urban legends. The next prison urban legend that I want to tell you about deals with getting released and how when doing so, you shouldn't take anything that you acquired while locked up with you back out into the free world. Hey Joe, you getting released? Hell yeah, I'm getting released. What you leaving me, Joe? Hey, leave me something. I ain't leaving y'all nothing. I'm taking everything, the conditioner, a used razor. These ramen noodles is coming with me and this deodorant too. I'm taking all of this home. Taking my TV too. I'm not leaving you nothing. I'm out of here. Hey, y'all be easy, man. I'ma need all this. I'ma need all this when I get released. Be easy though. I'ma write you. I'll write you. You can't have the TV. I need this. I don't have a TV. Yeah, the prison urban legend goes on to say, as another old head told me as I was getting released one day, taking everything with me. Auto-tunes, Cody, pull up a hot beat. We about to go in. Young blood, what you taking all that with you for? You don't need that. They got Food Line and B-Lo's at Walmart. You can get you some soups and hair grease there. Leave it for somebody in here who may need that. I need that. Let me get the TV, young blood. Hey, young blood, let me hold the TV. Young blood, I'm telling you, take all that home with you. You take all of that home with you. You gonna come right back in here and buy it again. I'm telling you, you better leave it in here. The prison urban legend about getting released and then taking everything with you when you do so goes on to state that if you do that, if you get released and take every damn thing with you that you acquired while locked up, you will most certainly get locked up again to be able to buy those items for yourself one more time. Hey Joe, why you taking all of that with you? Joe, leave me some. I ain't got nothing. You ain't gonna need that out there. And what you mean, man? My mom sent me this money so I could buy this coffee and these soups. I ain't leaving you nothing. Hey man, make bond. I'ma need these things. I love these things. You can't have. Oh shit. Give me my soup. Give me my soup.
Exercise on the first, you know? Get her exercise though.
We got ramen noodles, hair grease, deodorant, shampoos, conditioners, coffee all over the floor. But no matter who sent you the money for those prison commissary items, whether it was your mommy, whether it was your prison girlfriend, it doesn't matter. When getting released, it's always good juju and karma to leave those items behind. Because that prison urban legend is always there lurking in the back of your mind. You know, as you're packing up all of those items to take them with you like you're not supposed to do. When in turn you should be leaving them to a less fortunate prisoner. You know that while doing that, there is a very high likelihood that you could come right back to jail or prison to buy those items again. Think about that. I'm telling you, it's real. I did that one time. I did it one time. I took everything with me, everything, the hair grease, everything. And I got locked up again to be able to buy those items at least 10 more times after doing so. So that's a real one, I know. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. That fucking hair grease, I should have never took it with me. The next prison urban legend that I want to tell you about, this one's a little tricky. You see, when you get locked up, the old heads, they'll tell you, hey, young blood, if anything pops off in here, if anything pops out, you see a guy getting stabbed, or even worse, seeing his juniors getting spread open like an icy white honey bun, you keep it moving, young blood, you keep it moving. You don't even look. If you see it, you don't see it, you unsee it, and you just keep walking. You keep walking, young blood, because if you look and they see you looking, there's a good chance your Junior cakes as well could be tooken or cooking or get to be shooken. So, start, damn it, start! So, if you see anything if you see anything about to go down, you just keep it moving. You keep it moving, young blood, because you don't want to be implicated in it. By this point, as this old head is telling me this and trying to start that old car that just don't want to start. Yeah. Damn it, this thing is flooded. But again, as this old head is telling me this, I am sitting in the chair, white-knuckled, holding on to the bottom of that seat, trying to press my Junie cakes through the bottom of that chair because I am that shook. I ain't gonna look, Papa. I won't see it. If I see it, I'll unsee it, I'll undo it, I just won't see it. And that's the prison urban legend, that if you see something going down, about to go down, you just make sure you don't see it and you keep on moving. However, and this is where it gets tricky, from my own personal experience, that just tends to never be the case at all. In fact, anytime anything goes down in prison, everybody is just like, yo, look what they doing over there. Look at those Junies. Them Junies is like that. They like that. Look at that guy, he's getting beat up. Why that guy getting beat up like that? Fight back! Fight back! Hey, yo, they fighting over here. They fighting over here. Come on, get the camera. World star! World star in prison, world star! They tell you when you first get locked up, and usually it'll be an old head who will do so, that if something's going down, you don't want to see it. You don't want to get implicated in it. However, again, like I say from my own personal experience, anytime anything ever does go down, everybody is like all eyes on the activity. Attention in the housing unit or cell block over here in the back corner. It's almost like a Hollywood tour. And as we round this corner, back around these back bunk areas, you can see these two prisoners engaged in some activity. Whew. Why does it smell like the toilet back here? What is that smell? Wait, oh my God. I know what they're doing. Driver, continue the tour. Everybody sees everything in prison. It's kind of a crazy coinky-dink or conundrum or whatever. But remember, if it's going down or it's about to go down, you don't look. You don't look, and if you see it, you unsee it and you keep it moving. Remember that. And the next prison urban legend I want to tell you about is enough to scare any man, and it's also one that you may have heard about before. But this prison urban legend relates to sagging your pants while locked up. And like an old head told me during the very first time that I was ever getting locked up, thinking that I was going to be the next Eminem. Hey, yo, young blood, what you got your pants around your ankles for, young blood? Why you walking around? Why you walking around with your pants around your knees like that, young blood? You advertising? Is that for sale? Is that for sale, young blood? Hey, young blood, is that for sale? You advertising, young blood? Could I put in an offer on that? I got a honey bun. Hey, yo, young blood, why you sagging your pants? Hey, what you talking about, old head? You want some of this? Hold on. You want some of this, old head? I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you got a cane or a wheelchair. Keep talking about me sagging my pants in here. What? I just ripped my pants. You got, okay. I'll meet you in your cell. Okay. I'll meet you in your cell. I hope this gets 1 million views and at least like 3,000 likes. I mean, whew. By the way, that never happened, okay? It did not happen. It did not. Can you give me a tissue, Cody? But you know, I don't know a better old head that ever addressed sagging your pants in prison and that prison urban legend than old Fleece Johnson.
You know, they got this thing where they sag their pants past their butt. It's a style, they call it some sort of gangster style. You know, it's sexy to us, right? And see, but they weren't prepared for this, right? So you sag your pants in here, man, somebody be up in your butt.
That is a scary guy right there. I actually had a cellmate who was just like Fleece Johnson. I'm gonna need another tissue, Cody. God, the memories. Now, with as much as how sagging your pants in prison is this prison urban legend that you are advertising for other prisoners, you know, from my own personal experience, except for that one time, my God, except for that one time, I've just never really seen that be the case at all. In fact, most everybody in prison sags their damn pants. I mean, it's almost like a rebellion thing, just like scratching and carving your name on the walls and doors and bunks of a facility that you're locked up at. Sagging your pants pretty much serves the same premise, to rebel, to be like, in your face, deputy, I'm sagging my pants. Look at my little Junies. I'm not gonna pull my pants up, I'm locked up. You pull them up, deputy. Throw your flag, deputy. You want them up, you pull them. Don't get that. Again, You know, while locked up, there are a lot of guys who sag their pants and dare you, they will dare you to say that they're advertising. Because they're not. They're not. In fact, a lot of those guys sagging their pants are pretty damn trained to go. They'll beat you up. They will put you down physically. If you try to walk up to them and be like, excuse me, sir, you're sagging your pants. Does that mean you're advertising? I've got 2 soups and a tube of toothpaste. Tell them they advertising if you want to. Tell them they advertise. I bet you won't do it. I'll bet you won't. There's one last prison urban legend that I want to tell you about, and to be completely honest with you, I don't know definitively if this is for real or if this is just some old head made up BS. And the reason I don't know is because this pertains to the females who were locked up. But this prison urban legend goes on to state that on Hot Dog Day specifically, and maybe Italian Sausage Day as well. I'm pretty sure if it applies to the prison hot dogs, it probably applies to prison Italian Sausage Day as well. But this urban legend goes on to state that on those specific days when those trays are served, the hot dogs are cut up for the ladies. They don't get the full hot dog, or prison Italian sausage probably for that matter. And I don't want to get into specifics of why there is this urban legend that these hot dogs and maybe Italian sausages are cut up. But I'm quite certain you can figure it out. And you know, to be completely honest with you, I can remember many a day myself while I was sitting wherever locked up eating that hot dog or nasty prison Italian sausage, and how when I was doing so while thinking, I'm sure that doesn't look good at all. But you know, while I was eating those hot dogs or Italian sausages, I would always think to myself, I wonder if the ladies who are locked up themselves are eating little wiener bites. Because I've been hearing for a very long time now how the ladies aren't allowed to have those full intact hot dogs. This prison urban legend was one that I thought about quite often. And again, I'm not exactly sure if this was just a prison urban legend or if this was some cold hard facts and reality. But you know, it's with mentioning this prison urban legend and all of the others that I've talked about in this video that I really want to hear what you think. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, nor ever get locked up to have to experience any of these prison urban legends, and make the most of every day. Peace!